Hello, what's up? Welcome back. If we've never met before, if we've never met before, my name is Rachel, and I like to talk about how to become your happiest, healthiest, highest self in a very holistic way, meaning the emotional body, mental, physical, spiritual. And why I like to talk about that is because I've undergone a transformation, and I really did transform in all of those ways. And I just find that modern life kind of dissects and says, well, if you want to improve this one area of your life, you have to do this. And it doesn't really work that way. Energy kind of cares about the overall well-being, right? And like every single part of your life. So I've had a lot of practice and a lot of challenges in overcoming a lot of things. So my view and perspective on things, it does always come from compassion. It always comes from love. It always comes from, I want people to suffer less. So I'll never tell anyone what to do. I'm just here to share tools and messages in my story, and if someone wants more one-on-one support, then I'd love to connect with them, but if not, that's totally fine too. And hair in my mouth. I'm on a walk right now, which was important to me today because the last couple days I was working, which I love my job, but I was just inside all day, and I was like, I really just want to be outside. So that takes me to one aspect of becoming healthier and happier is that, when it comes to, actually I was just looking at this the other night, like the first Homo sapien was around 300,000 years ago. And only in the last, couple hundred years have we gone indoors more and have had electricity and, more sedentary lifestyle even in the last however many years. And so many things have changed very quickly in a short amount of time compared to how long we evolved with nature, right? So I know there was a study years ago I saw, people that work overnights, they tend to have more heart attacks, heart issues, right? So it's these basic things like wake up with the sun, right? Or if you choose to work overnight, that there's a reason why your body is stressed doing that, right? And you will be happier and healthier if you sleep when it's dark out, because that's what evolution and our bodies are used to. But to just go against thousands of years of biology, right, and your rhythms, no wonder there's stress, that your body's like, whoa, what's going on? What? I'm used to this thing, and now you're just tossing this at me. And what I was thinking about earlier, just before I started to hit record also, is you can tell, right, just by looking at someone, if they look healthy or vibrant or have vitality. And why is that? Because their cells, they're happy cells, right? They're not damaged cells. Their cells are getting nutrition. They're healing when they are sleeping. People that are healthy have healthy bonds with people, right? They have a good social network that fills up their cup, and even when life gets stressful, they know they can connect with people, right? Humans are social creatures. If you look at animals in the animal kingdom, some animals, live in pods or are social. Right now here I'm on a walk, like I said, I see a squirrel by itself. Right? So some animals do spend more time solitary. I think tigers spend most of their lives solitary. Lions do live in prides, but they're the only big cat that are social, right? Orcas live in pods. I think most dolphins do too. Deer right? I do see like deer in my neighborhood. When I see a group of deer, it's probably, I see a mom and her kids a lot, and then sometimes I see groups of like 6 or 7. I don't know if they're like a herd sometimes. But again, with humans, if you think about long-term evolution, right? We had our family, we had our packs, then we eventually had villages and smaller towns, and now, I'm an American, and America is all about individualism and independence, which I do really also value. And I know for me that I do get very people sensitive, so there are days where it's just like I can't be around people, so I know how to take care of myself in that way. But like, I was at one of my jobs the last couple of days, and I feel very supported and loved and cared for by my coworkers there. Like, 2 of the 3 people that I worked with. No, I could say 3 or 4. 3 out of the 4. Most of the people I worked with, there's one person that I wouldn't say this was the case, but the rest of them, 3 of the 4, I had like deep, meaningful conversations with this in the last 2 days. And again, that is very much me. Like, I like to be deep and not always do, or not really ever do shallow stuff. But I just know that there are some people that go to work, and sometimes you have crap coworkers, right? Or some people just choose to stay in friendships that really, they're not even healthy and they're not even really good, right? So when people are in toxic relationships, whether it's an intimate relationship or a friendship, usually that's going to come from fear and ego. Like, they're so afraid of being alone that they don't want to be alone. They'd rather spend time with someone, even if those someones, aren't really respectful, aren't really nice. They don't even really like to see them, And then, so I was talking about looking at someone and they look healthy, right, and vibrant in their cells. So I would say the social aspect is huge. You can, not that I'm going to say this is for everyone, but some people have, I don't know, like a really pretty group of friends around them or a family, and they're really nasty on the inside, right, and how they treat people. And sometimes you can maybe see that outwardly. Unfortunately, we judge, but we kind of have to judge to make sense of the world, right? I've talked about this before. Like, the reason our brain makes judgments is to kind of keep ourselves safe, right? Because if we judged looking at a group of people that might kill us, but we decide to go over there anyway, and you do end up getting killed, like, that's a kind of survival thing. But anyways, so I think there's a social aspect that can be a part of looking at someone and seeing, if you think they're truly happy, right? How are they smiling? Is it a genuine smile? Is it more dead behind the eyes smile? And then my other biggest even thing and focus that I've really worked on this year is nutrition, which has been a bigger part of my life in the last 5 years, going gluten-free and dairy-free at different times and sugar-free and whatever, again, for my cells and inflammation. But since March, so I'm going to come up on a year here. I'm at like 9 months, I guess. I really committed to more juices and fruits and vegetables to clear up my skin. So I don't think I've ever really looked gaunt, but some people do, right? They look exhausted. Their eyes are just tired. But nutrition is super key for everything, right? The food you eat is information for your cells and your body. So if you, again, when we evolved with food that wasn't processed, that came from the earth, that, like I said, wasn't processed with hormones or toxins or chemicals, and we moved a lot, that's why our bodies probably kept pretty healthy. I'm sure we ran into physical traumas that killed people. And then slowly over time, people started to harbor emotions, and those get trapped in our bodies, which can cause physical symptoms. But again, looking at modern life, there are so many toxins and chemicals we've introduced into our foods and our daily lives, and our body can only take so much of that at a time to detox that all out, right? And then when we eat a lot or only Franken food that has preservatives and fake colors and all kinds of crazy stuff, our body's like, I don't even know what to do with this information, right? So that's where it causes brain fog and mood issues and weight gain and so many things. So I have been doing juices, like I said, and my skin is slowly clearing up, and that tells me my immune system is getting more of the vitamins to support itself and kind of want what I want to happen. That's been slowly happening. So just a reminder that your choices, like who you spend time around, what kind of behavior you decide to put up with, what you put into your body, are so important. And yeah, if you do want any one-on-one support, like a reading or coaching, which would be a longer term, or energy work and healing, which can be for emotions, physical pains, imbalances, let me know. Reach out to me and I would love to connect. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.